out in podcast land. My name is Gerry Marotti, and my partner Greg Marangel is with us today. And today we are the Wax Hunters.
We're back, baby.
Hello, everybody. We're back, and we're ready to give updates on the market, where it's headed, what it's doing, all of the above we could address today in one simple podcast.
Oh, baby. Gerry, so much has happened. The world has been turned upside down with our wax hunting waxiness.
Well, it has. And you know what we see, me and Greg, is a huge buying opportunity right now.
Gerry, are you saying that you're buying things right now?
Right now, I'm buying things up quicker than a Hoover can vacuum your rug.
I don't believe it. You're not one to buy items ever.
I'm buying them up. And you know what? Unfortunately, I had to venture out into the actual card market.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Gerry the Wax Hunter is now Gerry the Card Hunter?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but there are a lot of good buys on Brady, a lot of good buys on Rodgers.
Gerry, if I can give you a tip, because I don't think you've bought any of this, I've got a hot tip for you. I think that you should buy any 2000 football boxes and packs that you can find.
Too late, Mask Wonder. It's already done. And it's continuing to be done as we speak. There's more than 7 bids I have out in various boxes of 2000. Various cards, I would say, around 10 or 11, that are in the process of me winning or losing, whatever comes first. But
Gerry, I mean, we all know you don't lose.
Well, I try not to. But the thing of it is that right now I'm sniffing 2017 all over again. So we know what happened after that.
Getting ready for a little card boom. I'll tell you, I've been tracking, I told you this earlier today, I've been tracking Tom Brady rookie cards, and they took a dip. They went down like about 10% over the last 3 months, but there's an opportunity as it's starting to creep back up as we get closer and closer and closer to preseason NFL football.
Actually, as we get closer and closer and closer to Tom Brady donning a Raiders uniform.
Oh, you're crazy, Gerry. Next, you're going to be telling me that you should buy Aaron Rodgers cards in boxes and packs because he's on the Jets now.
Well, too late again, my masked friend. I've already been mounting up on the Rodger wagon, and I have a ton of unopened boxes. Boxes you can't find, like certified. Try to find that one. You know, those are boxes that are going to escalate in value once he is probably 6-0 to start the season off. And then
Gerry, you're a madman.
Well, listen, madman or not.
If you like Aaron Rodgers that much, you should probably just buy some Garrett Wilson cards then, because he's going to be his top receiver.
Too late again, my friend. Already on that bandwagon.
Already
on that bandwagon. Already on it. So let's talk about where we're headed here. So enough of the gibberish, Gregory.
Gibberish? Come on.
So anybody that wants to reference us, go to our YouTube channel and look up Wax Hunters and look at our very first episode. And just look at what's
Gerry in a very stylish referee jersey.
Yes. And look at what's on that table and what we said to do. I mean, our rate of return was probably over 5,000%.
Oh, we killed it. I bought a house with what I bought back in 2018.
There you go. Thank God you listened to me. So,
yeah, you know what? Thank you, Gerry. I will say it on behalf of anyone who has listened to the Wax Hunters, on behalf of them all. Thank you, Gerry. I'll put it out there. I'll memorialize it. You were right. It's because of you that I even got into this. So thank you very much. And if you're listening, listen to this man. He's like Rumpelstiltskin. He takes straw and he spins it into gold.
Well, actually, I compared myself to E.F. Hutton and would hope people, when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. So the bottom line is I see 2017 written all over this, okay?
And what he means by 2017 is that back in 2017, card prices were probably at their lowest in a long time.
the bottom, and I don't think we're at 2017, but it has a lot of comparisons to 2017. So
The deals are
right
out
now
there.
is the time to buy. Right now is the time to buy. There's no question. But I will tell you this: look for boxes that are in good shape. Don't buy things that are crushed. Don't buy things that look worn.
What if they
Spend a
had
little
that big red? What if they had that big black X on it?
Greg, then
Is that
what's
like
in
a
it?
signal for buried treasure? X marks the spot.
Means stay away from it. So
Oh,
spend a little extra money, buy that better box, buy that better card, but stick to the rookies, stick to the name brands. Right now you got Allen, Burrow, Rodgers, Brady, just some to name Herbert. At the end of the day, if you buy high-end quality material, but at the right price, and now people might say, well, what's the right price? Well, there are a few apps out there, and my friend Greg can tell you what to reference through.
Yeah, that's true. So I like to use Alt, ALT. It's a really easy to use app on your phone, and you can quickly see what items have sold for in the last year. You can see their auction history. You can see it for every grade of PSA, Beckett, SGC, even the subgrades and the 0.5s and things like that. So you get a really good value. And I help Gerry all the time because he always thinks that he knows the prices. And then I have to be like, hold on, Mr. Wax Hunter. This is what these cards actually cost.
You see,
I have to teach him these things because he doesn't know. I mean, he likes to think he does, but all right, he does.
All right. Well, you see, here's where the podcast starts going sideways to people who are listening. Okay, he gets a little ahead of himself there. We give him a little bit of bread. He wants to eat the whole loaf. So
I'm a big guy. I've got a large appetite, Gerry.
I didn't want to.
Sometimes I want a sandwich.
I want to be politically correct. I don't want to. I don't want to degrade anyone. So that's not my style. So back to what we were talking about. It is a buying opportunity, and
Right.
and
anything
there's
lots of places. Yeah, there's lots of places to find out the value of what you're looking for. Like I was saying before, I went on my little sidetrack. You can look these things up on all these different apps. There's different websites that'll give you historical sales. So do the research. Understand what the cards are worth, whether you're buying the card or the pack or the box. Be an informed buyer and never pay full retail price.
Well, Greg, that little, run-on paragraph that you just spoke gave our audience absolutely nothing. Okay?
That's harmful.
Well, it didn't give them what the task at hand is, and I'm going to give them the task.
I wish you would get to the point and stop letting me interrupt you.
Well, that is true. The point is, in podcast land, pre-80 wax, you need to jump on it. Pre-80 wax in any sport, you need to jump on it. And the fact of the matter is, with all the new stuff today, and don't get me wrong, there are some cards in the new end that have value, but the old wax, as we know, will never be replaced. We know the numbers that are out there. It's getting less and less and less and less. There are companies that open packs up that are running all kinds of contest programs, the open wax. So quality old wax definitely is one of our picks. Okay.
Yeah, and as I always say, today you can get 5,000 different, Justin Herbert rookie cards, but there's only one Joe Montana rookie card.
This is true. Now, it's not the same for Brady, but he's such an iconic figure, and there's so much up room on those cards to move up. He is a good buy right now, and he's recessed, I would say, on an average of all of his cards, anywhere from 25 to 35%. But that can quickly skyrocket back up once, obviously, he gets to the Hall of Fame, or he dons the Raider jersey, or he does his Fox show. The man, it'll be many, many years before they're broken. Patrick Mahomes, another underrated buy. People don't really look at him the way they should. He is a box cards that should be collected because if anybody can break Brady's record, it looks like Patrick Mahomes can.
He's
So
definitely the best quarterback in football today, and he's not slowing down anytime soon.
no, so there's another buying opportunity for people that listen to this and heed the warnings. You know, that this is something that happens and it is in a cycle. It happens and you have to watch it. I mean, I watch it every day, constantly, where the prices are going, where they're not going. And so now it's a buying opportunity. So, get out there, look for the old wax, look for the Bradys, look for the Rodgers, look for the ones that there's a lot of potential upswing. And those are basically today our major picks to go after. And I don't think you're going to be disappointed if you get good deals on.
I don't think so. I mean, there's so much out there, and like I said, just as long as you're paying below what the average rate is, you're gonna win. Even if you pay the current rate, I think you're still gonna win. There's so much stuff out there that's a good buy. We're buying like crazy. We're buying, we're selling, we're buying, we're selling, we're buying, we're holding.
True.
But what we're not doing, Jerry, we're not opening.
No, we're not opening. And think about this on a $100 purchase. Let's just use a small number, and you sell it, and you net yourself $10. You just brought your rate of return of 10%, doubling what the bank is offering you. So think about multiple purchases, higher items. All you need to make is 10%.
That's right.
And you're making money. So there are opportunities out there, multiple opportunities out there to buy stuff and make 10%. So
I happened to come across one of our old shows that we did, probably 3 years ago, and
yep.
I had bought a 20. It was 3 years ago. It was 2019. No, it
Yep.
was almost 4 years ago.
Yep.
It was a 2019 box of Topps Gallery, and you were giving me a hard time over it. I paid like $60 for it, and at the time you said you would be better off buying a pack of 1988 Flair basketball. You could get that in a PSA 8 for like $80. And you know what, Jerry? You were right. And still to this day, I say that's probably true. Look for, if you're going to spend $100, $200 on like a new box of cards, it's a better bet to go back and look at some of the older stuff that you can get for around the same price, because that stuff has gone up and up and up. 88 basketball peaked at one point. I had sold a pack for $600. Now that was at the peak of everything going crazy, but that was a heck of a return on investment from an $80 purchase. And even now to this day, you can still get like 150 to 200 for those. So
That's
you got
true.
to find the right stuff, but the older stuff is always the better stuff. It's always going to have the better increase in value.
And it always potential to rebound quicker than the newer stuff. So if you bought that pack for 600 and it dropped 50% to 300, at some point in time it will come back.
That's right. Or what you could do is buy another pack and cost average your total investment into that pack down.
You absolutely can, and I have done that.
That's I know. I thought you were going to say more than that, Jerry.
Well,
but that's a good way to do it. So if you bought a pack for 600 and now you can buy a pack for 200, you're into it for 800. You've now cost average that pack down to 400.
And that's you have to do it, and I've done that. I listen. I haven't made every right move, but like Greg said, when you cost average down, you bring it closer to market value at the present time. Then when you get the upside, you're able to sell it and get most of your money and make a little profit, if anything. But that's the whole key. But quality stuff. I can't stress it more. Quality boxes, quality cards. Look, unless they're Mantles or Jackie Robinson or Babe Ruth, stay away from the 1, 2s, 3s, 4s. If you're going to do something, at the very minimum, try to be in around 7 range. And even that, unless it's an iconic player, is risky. But if you buy cards in 9s, 9.5, 10s, whether it be Beckett, whether it be PSA, those are the two we believe that you should only buy.
I personally believe you should only buy PSA. Jerry is a little more forgiving on the card grading company, but that's just my preference.
If you get, and here's my logic, if you get a good deal at Beckett, because it is always cheaper than PSA.
True. That's
and
true.
I tell you, but you now can get them crossed over to PSA. So if I buy a 9.5 card and I get it at a really good price and I cross it over and it's a 9 in PSA, I'm still making money. And I think that's what you have to look at.
It's true. I agree with you. I think that I mean I don't follow it, but I do agree with it.
Yeah, well, I
Um,
mean,
but
you know,
there's deals out there, man. There's tons of deals. I mean, I can't believe some of the things that you send me. You're like, I can't believe I stole this for this price, or I stole this for that price. And it's like every day, and every day we see it. And then there's some days where we steal it for one price and we sell it literally the next day for almost double.
they are out there. There are people panicking, and there's no reason to panic. I don't know if they weren't really collectors like we are, or true buyers and sellers like we are, but there's panic out there. Okay, so I'll give you a quick example. There are auctions out there, and and it depends what time they end. People don't realize how critical it is to end an auction at prime time. I mean, you end an auction at 3 o'clock in the morning. Who's vying for position at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
So that's something you want to look for. That's something you want to, tap on your eBay, ending soonest, do the math, see when it ends, and then, pick clean whoever you can. And if they're willing to sell it, nothing wrong with that.
I'll tell you, I've gotten more deals at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning than I can count.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of sellers make mistakes or whatever. So, we don't make that mistake. We buy it on their mistake.
Yep, and then we sell it. And look, just in case you didn't know, when you're placing an eBay auction, you can select the time that you want it to start. So it doesn't have to start when you hit the button.
That is correct.
You can delay it to a different time of the day or a different day altogether. So be smart about that.
Yeah, that is correct. And like I said, there's a great buying opportunity right now. Can't stress it anymore. The is not going away. There's too much money invested in it with hundreds of thousands of people collecting all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you're into quality stuff, I think you'll do fine.
I agree with you. There's lots of good things out there, Gerry. Lots of stuff to pick up.
There is, and I'm so proud of you, Greg, because from the first time I met you, I see you holding an '89 hoops pack with Robinson rookie showing through the translucent cover or wrapping foil, whatever you want, plastic. You thought what you had. You come a long way, baby. So,
yeah, but the worst part is that I opened that pack.
You did open.
I opened the other one that I had that had his rookie card on it, and then I opened the other one that had the Michael Jordan card looking on it.
Yeah,
and I got all three of those packs for $5.
I know, and
the guy knew. The guy selling it knew the Robinson rookies were on it. And he knew the Jordan card was there, and he's like, because he was selling the other packs for like $1 each, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll sell you those three for $5." I'm like, sold. Here you go.
Yeah, if we had a time machine and we're able to travel back to that day, I might have just threw everybody out and shut the doors and say, "Okay, start adding it all up. I'm in."
Yeah, there were some good buys. There was that 80 basketball for like $6,000. There was a 72 basketball for like $8,000.
Well, I bought mine for $5,300.
Yeah.
And I sold it a couple of years back for $27,000. So can't say it wasn't a good deal. They were selling SP boxes, 2000 football SP boxes for $1,500. So,
just
look what happened
there.
Yeah, there's a lot of deals out there. Well, listen, I think we've confused our audience enough right now.
We want to give you a little taste of the Wax Hunters and the Wax Nation before we came back at you full force with all the great tidbits of knowledge that we can share.
That's correct.
With
and now
everyone in Wax Nation.
Now we're starting to get back into it. Dormant for a little bit. People are busy, families, etc. But now we're seeing light at the end of the tunnel. So we feel that now's the time to instruct anyone who's willing to listen how to make the right moves without their shirt and then taking a bath. We don't want to see money, collect, and have a good time. So on that note,
Oh, we got a whole new website with all sorts of great content coming at you. So either go to thewaxhunters.com or go to huntingwax.com. And we've got articles on there for you to read. We got videos on there for you to see. If you want to take a look at some of the old Wax Hunter episodes, we got training courses on how to look for wax on there. We got all sorts of stuff, Gerry. We got a
And
TikTok channel.
We're gonna try to get on the show. And as we move along, we have to map out who we'd like to bring on and have a spirited conversation. So stay tuned for that. And on that note, my name is Brady. My
Wait, what's your
partner is
name?
Greg.
Get out of here. I'm Greg Marangel. You're Gerry Marotti. We're the Wax Hunters.
What? This is where the podcast, our audience will come to dislike. So I said in every episode on YouTube, when we're on, my name is Gerry Marotti. Here's my partner, Greg Marangel, and we're the Wax Hunters.
Stay waxy, everyone. This is Greg, the king of wax Marangel, saying have a great day. Gerry, you still there?
I'm speechless. Kill the podcast.
Did you say kill the puppies?
No, I said kill the podcast.
Get out of here. We're the Wax Hunters. Stay waxy, Wax Nation.
Have a great day.
Bye.